What's happening, people? I hope you're all well. So, what to do if people don't like you? This is a real tough one because in life, it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter how much you improve yourself, it doesn't matter how much you're the best version of yourself, it doesn't matter how much you try to be nice to people and get on with people. There's always that one person who doesn't like you, whether it's in a corporate setting, whether it's in your family, whether it's your friendship group, or any other that I may not have mentioned, any other circumstances and situations I may not have mentioned. There's always that one who doesn't like you. So what to do in that situation? Because it can be really awkward. It can make things really difficult. Truth be told, it has the potential to ruin things outright because you go on a holiday with the lads and one of them doesn't like you, it can ruin the whole holiday. You have one family member you don't get on with, it can ruin the whole get together. What you gotta do is, first of all, understand that not everyone's gonna like you, it doesn't matter what you do. The other thing you gotta do is stay away from that person as much as possible. Stay away from that person as much as possible. Now, sometimes it's just unavoidable. It's just unavoidable that you are going to have to be around that person. But if you stay away from that person as much as possible, it helps. Have as little to do with that person as possible. So if it's a friendship group, then talk to, say, I used to have a friendship group where there was like four of us, and truth be told, none of them were great friends, but one of them didn't like me and I didn't like him. I didn't like him because he didn't like me, and then his actions made me not like him. I never had a problem with him until he started exhibiting those behaviors. But I should have talked to him as little as possible. I think I did, but if you're, just to sort of round off the point and not make it long-winded, say you're in a group of 5 or 6 people, you don't like one of them, pretty simple, talk to him the least and as little as you have to, just logistics and the inevitable interactions you have to have. The other one is, are you doing something wrong? Check yourself, because I find that humans, especially in these days and times, want to play the victim. Oh, why is he doing this to me? Why is it this? Why is it that? But you might be doing something. You might be doing something wrong. Now, truth be told, none of us are perfect, but if you can look at something and say, do you know what? He doesn't like me because I'm doing this. Maybe overall as a person, this isn't one of my best qualities. And if I was to work on that, then I would become better for it. He may still not like me, but I may become better for it. Maybe you talk too much. Maybe you're the loudest person in the room. And as a guy, being the loudest person in the room is going to make enemies sometimes. So maybe if you realize, talked a bit less, because sometimes silence is golden, and even talks about it in the Bible. If a guy, if a man who says little but isn't very clever can appear clever. So you gotta understand that. Someone who says not much can appear clever if they're quiet. But say you're the loudest person in the room, someone doesn't like you, maybe you need to talk less. And whether that person likes you or not, their dislike towards you, you've now used to improve yourself. So that's the other thing you got to do. Use someone's dislike towards you to check yourself and improve yourself. It's not caring what they think. It's looking at yourself and saying, how can I improve? So that's another one. The other one is be civil. Be civil. We don't live in times where there are no laws, and we don't live in the wild. You can't just beat someone up because you don't like them. You'll go to prison, you have a criminal record, and their dislike towards you now means that all your mates want to go to Australia and you're like, oh, can we just keep it local because I've got a criminal record? No country's gonna let me in. Because someone's dislike towards you, you let ruin your life. No, you can't beat someone up because you don't like them. We don't live in those days and times. We live in times of laws and rules, and it's a society at the end of the day, and you have to navigate your way through. So sometimes you just gotta be civil. Sometimes you just gotta say, hi, how are you? How was your weekend? How was this? How was that? You don't care, but you just gotta keep it civil. So yeah, it's a tricky one when people don't like you, but you can navigate your way through a situation. You can do it by checking yourself. You know, are you doing something wrong? Um, Stay away from that person as much as possible. Be civil to that person, and if you can, eliminate that person from your life. If they don't need to be there, if they're dead weight, then you can just get rid of them. If they're someone you have there but you don't need to have in your life, then you can just get rid of them and just not have them in your life altogether. So these are certain circumstances, certain things you can do when people don't like you. It's real tough out here, because when people don't like you, they can make your life hell. But if you keep to those principles, you should be okay. And I'm gonna make another video because I need time to really think about this. I need to make a video about what to do when people don't like you and they have the power to make your life difficult, in terms of bosses at work and people with power at your job, or people who are handing out opportunities and they don't like you. So I need to think about that and then I'll come back to you. But either way, what do you think about what I spoke about in this video? People don't like you. I've given some tips on what to do. Let me know what you think about what I said in this video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I make a new video. If you appreciate my work and want to leave a donation, there's also a link for that in the description. And with that, enjoy the rest of your day. See you on the next one.